The Dallas Stars do what they were looking to do, which is go into Winnipeg and steal one. The Dallas Stars take it from Winnipeg in game 1, 3-2. And the storylines of this game, pretty expected, I would say. And I think Jets fans are going to find that a little bit surprising. Dallas fans won't find that surprising at all. Jake Oettinger plays a very good game, stands on his head, stops 32 shots. And Mikko Rantanen continues the hottest streak ever. The Colorado Avalanche torched the Winnipeg Jets last year, knocking them out of the playoffs, and they hurt the Winnipeg Jets this year, trading Mikko Rantanen to the Carolina Hurricanes, who ends up at the Dallas Stars. So blame Colorado if you're upset. But the Dallas Stars looked good tonight for a team on the road, and the Winnipeg Jets looked like a team that had a hangover from that big Game 7 against the St. Louis Blues. There's two narratives. Each fan base isn't going to agree with the narrative, and that's fine, but I'm going to put them out there. It's my channel. I can do what I want. The first one is the Dallas Stars played well enough. Stars fans aren't going to love that, but the Dallas Stars have a lot more in the tank. That wasn't the best game I've seen from the Dallas Stars, but it was a phenomenal game by Mikko Rantanen and Jake Oettinger, and the rest of the Stars played good enough. Now head down below to the comments and name the other 19 Stars that played really well. The Winnipeg Jets, same thing. They were behind. There were a lot of puck fumbles at the opposing blue line. Kyle Connor was completely off tonight. It just, they played fine enough. They were just an inch or half a step behind, as you would call it. And when the Winnipeg Jets are half a step behind, they're not nearly as effective. They are borderline ineffective, and that isn't Jets hockey. So the reason I said people will get fired up is Dallas Stars fans will look at this and say, give us the credit. We took it away from Winnipeg, and I will. You did. You took it away from Winnipeg. The pressure the Stars gave was enough to put Winnipeg on their heels, but Winnipeg just really never got up to speed. Connor Hellebuyck played excellent, but as expected at home. And there's going to be a lot of questions to ask in this series. I do think it's going to go 7. The Winnipeg Jets finished the game with 46 hits. That is going to add up against the Dallas Stars. They are a much more physical team, in my opinion, than the Colorado Avalanche. But the Dallas Stars, on the other side, take the Jets out in face-offs, 38-32. The Jets won a lot of key draws when they needed to win it, but that is always going to be a weak point of Winnipeg. They always seem to be just a little bit behind the gun. Thought they did well tonight, but it's a huge advantage for the Stars to be able to take those 38 draws. And the other critical piece for the Stars was their PK. They shut down the Winnipeg Jets power play, and I need you guys to go down below and let me know what you think. Was it the Winnipeg Jets power play that was ineffective, or was it the Dallas Stars PK that was just too effective? There's two different ways to look at it. So let's go ahead. Let's break this game down. And as we work through the highlights, maybe we'll answer some of these questions. There wasn't much happening in period 1 except Connor Hellebuyck surviving a shooting gallery here. The Dallas Stars were all over them in the first period. And this is where I get the narrative that the Winnipeg Jets had the hangover. So here we go. The Stars are on the puck. They're able to move it around at will here. And the Jets are just a little bit out of sorts. But if the Jets are going to win this series, they have to rely on the man, Connor Hellebuyck. So decent D-zone positioning here, but they get caught, they get duped, they get tricked. Unbelievable play here by Dallas, throwing it out to the front. And this is a very hard save for a goalie to make. Connor Hellebuyck comes in, makes that save, big shoulder, gets in the way. It took till what felt like forever for Winnipeg to finally start getting some offense. Here's one of Kyle Connor's best chances of the night. Like I said, he was just a little bit off. He's normally so deadly. It goes low to high. He doesn't get all of it on that shot, and Jake Oettinger just takes it away from him. Winnipeg is well on the power play, and Winnipeg moves from a 3-2 to a 1-3-1. This is what they like to do. I thought Neil Pionk was fantastic on the power play in the absence of Josh Morrissey. And here's the unique thing for Winnipeg. This is a little bit different. So you move it over to wide, and you don't have anybody over here to bump it out to. Winnipeg is usually quite good at reading this, but they actually catch themselves. I feel like this is Winnipeg catching themselves. Normally you have guys that are going to bump out, then you can move it down low. But you can't expect to give your shooter on the power play here no outlet. This is just way too easy for Dallas to get set up. So Dallas goes ahead, really good ability getting sticks in the lane, and now Winnipeg gets into their primary setup for the power play. They like to go down low here to Ehlers and up here to Vilardi. But the other thing they like to do is a cross-ice pass, and your final choice is a short side jam. So they move it over to Ehlers. Ehlers moves in, doesn't get everything on it. But overall, really good save by Jake Oettinger, and he's a big part of the PK. So your narrative can go both ways. Nick Ehlers, since returning from the foot injury, and it's probably still injured, just hasn't been quite there yet. And I don't know if it's fair because I get he's got the playoff reputation, but I mean, he feels like he's been this close. He's been working absolutely like a dog out there. It just hasn't paid off for him yet. He's been a couple steps behind. One more time on the power play, Mark Scheifele freezes them here, freezes everybody. This isn't just a frozen screen. That's Mark Scheifele freezing it, moves it down to Gabe Vilardi. Vilardi is unable to put it in. The Dallas Stars defenders are able to take it away from him. I believe that's Lindell. I could be wrong. You let me know down below in the comments. But he takes it away with really good stick on puck. Active sticks matter. Vilardi kicks it up. He gets a second opportunity at it, but nope. There's another stick in the lane. There's Jake Oettinger in the lane. Once again, really good kill. And that's what I mean by they were an inch off. So is it because that inch is being taken away? On that instance, yes. Or is it because the Jets are half a step behind? As the first continues here, Winnipeg finally shows up. The first line, the big first line here. Connor bumps it out to the right side. He drives the mid lane. That's exactly what you want to do. That's going to take all the defenders to you. Mark Scheifele is going to able to get this puck through over to Gabe Vilardi, and it's looking like this first line's finally connecting. Scheifele's finally back, but Vilardi gets it taken away by Jake Oettinger again. Just another phenomenal save. And another thing you'll notice here, Winnipeg, again, I feel this is a bit off. Neil Pionk with the flyby. That's not usual for the Winnipeg Jets. Normally a guy stays in front, that puck is loose. I get it, he's a defender, he's already turning away, but he had an opportunity. You see him look back if you move my big head there, and he's like, ah, crap, I had an opportunity. And then Dallas coming back the other way on there. Now, when Dallas comes in here, this is a really nice job here by the defender. You've taken away the pass. That's critical. I talk about it all the time. You got to take away the pass on 2-on-1s. You got to let the goalie have the shot. Connor Hellebuyck has to make these saves. He didn't make these saves against St. Louis. Bang, big body. Look how far out of the crease Hellebuyck comes here, for Hellebuyck anyway. He's right at the top of the blue paint. I like to see it. Hopefully the lesson was learned from St. Louis. One more time, moving into the second. At this point, the game is 1-1. I just want to go right back to that power play and that penalty kill because it's such a crucial moment. Kyle Connor is stepping in here. They're on their 3-2. As he's moving in, he makes this extra move. And I don't know if I agree with it. I don't think Connor's decision-making was amazing today. He is such a silky smooth player. So who am I to argue one of the Jets' playmakers and goal scorers? But he tries to bump this out to Vilardi. I simply would have just shot, but it gets taken away. Really great job by the Dallas penalty kill here. You got to get sticks up there. You tie him up. Really, really excellent job. But once again, I mean, you're stepping in. You just go one move left and you try to put it in high. That's my thought, but really great job there by Dallas. Face-offs are so critical. Absolutely big set play here. This is what I was talking about when I said face-offs favored Dallas. It may not have felt like that, but it's a clean win back. You can't let that clean win occur. You got to get out to your guy, and it's a set play. They're going to move this over to Thomas Harley, one of the most fantastic players on planet Earth. Move him over to the left here in Miro Heiskanen's abstinence. It's a really nice transition. It goes across the Royal Road, which is across the middle, and take a look at where Connor Hellebuyck is. He's in big trouble here. Now, when you're deep in your crease, you heard me talk about this in the last series, when you're deep in your crease, you have less net to cover. So because Hellebuyck is a little deeper in the crease here, he's able to actually push over and make this save. So bang, good glove, rebound comes out. Winnipeg on the loose puck. So, I mean, overall, I thought both teams did what they were trying to do. Winnipeg had a very, very slow start. Dallas had a hot start for being on the road, but both goalies and both teams kept the puck out of the net. Doesn't matter about zone time or possession if the score is 0-0. Winnipeg would open up the scoring here. It would be Hayden Fleury, and I think he continues his run of just being an absolutely fantastic defenseman. Fleury carries it around the net, and he makes a beautiful 2-to-3 line pass all the way out here to the far blue line. For those of you who didn't know, he was taken in the exact same draft as Nick Ehlers. He was actually taken higher than him. So the fact that he's had to struggle to stay on NHL rosters definitely considers his position in the draft a bust, but he's been huge for Winnipeg. Really nice job here by Mason Appleton, winning the battle against Thomas Harley. And then Nino Niederreiter sneaks in, and this is why I said Kyle Connor should have just shot from this area. It's a backhand. Backhands are tricky. Jake Oettinger's got that side of the post that's open on the right side. It's a seeing eye shot. Goes in 1-0 Winnipeg. But I don't think we can undersell the effectiveness of Hayden Fleury for the Jets. And now the reason we're all here. The Mikko Rantanen back-to-back hat tricks. You know what? If there's a record to be broken or a slump to be had, play the Winnipeg Jets. You'll find it. Mikko Rantanen is the first player since '85 to have 2 back-to-back hat tricks. He was an absolute beast in Game 7. He was a beast tonight. The Moose is loose, baby. Sam Steele starting this play, and Steele, unsung hero for the Dallas Stars. Really great turn-in and pro curl here, and what does that do? That brings 3 Winnipeg Jets over to his side. And that pro curl creates so much gap for him to work with. I mean, no one is near this guy, and now you're just going into contain mode. You got to look out for the Moose. The Moose is going to go to the net. He's got absolutely unbelievable hands. And then Sam Steele is just going to step in, feed this one over. It's a quick shot on net. Hellebuyck makes the first save. That's absolutely massive. It's what you got to do. But unfortunately, the rebound comes out, and Dylan Samberg is unable to tie up the Moose. Look at Rantanen lean in, this big, strong body, and it's not like Samberg isn't big and strong as well, too. But if you're Dylan Samberg, you can't let this guy get through you. Samberg has the body position, but sometimes when there's a will, there's a way. He sticks his stick in there. It doesn't matter how you get it done. Great shot there, scoring from his back. He was up on his feet when he did score. That's goal number 1 of 3 for Mikko Rantanen. Goal number 2, the big body of Mikko Rantanen wins another battle in front of the net. Net front presence, Winnipeg. We thought we learned this lesson from St. Louis, but Mikko Rantanen's a different animal. He isn't Buchnevich. He is Mikko Rantanen. I want you to take a look down below at Neil Pionk. Watch this. As Rantanen comes in, there it is. He's just going hard to the net. Winnipeg fans aren't going to like it, but this is playoff hockey. He catches Pionk, the shorter, smaller Pionk, in the bottom of the chin. Don't feel bad for Neil Pionk. He is the king of catching guys with sticks, slashes, whatever you need. Catches them in the mouth. Rantanen is able to get body position on him right now. As that body position comes in, Connor Hellebuyck unfortunately can't find the puck. He's deep in his crease again. And it is an absolutely disgusting tip from Mikko Rantanen to beat Connor Hellebuyck. I get it. It's one of the most prolific goal scorers in the NHL. I get it. There was a high hit there. None of that matters. I get Connor Hellebuyck couldn't see it. The Winnipeg Jets are going to have to find a way to shut down these point goals, and Connor Hellebuck's going to have to take some of these away. He played a great game, but this needs to stop if Winnipeg is going to win. Mikko Rantanen is a handful. I love the goal. I love the shot from Thomas Harley there. Really nice job by Dallas. I talked about it in the series preview. The forecheck and the pucks high to the point are Winnipeg's kryptonite, and Dallas is just a much better version than St. Louis at the skill game. They're not as heavy, they're not as physical, but they're physical enough when you need to be, and Rantanen was physical enough there to put it in the back of the net. The only power play that works on the night, it's too easy of a zone entry for me. I don't love the gap here. Luke Schenn, too many Schens. He's in fine position here. So is Iafallo. So is Lowry. But I don't like the fact that they just let them in the zone. Duchesne makes it into the zone. Really nice hard work done here by Dallas. They're going to pick it up. Who's over in the bottom left? Obviously, it's Thomas Harley. It's always Thomas Harley. They move that puck over here to Rantanen, and Rantanen's going to decide what he wants to do with it here. First off, the biggest thing that makes Rantanen so good, he accepts that play, and now he is looking to make a play back. Rantanen is a passer as well as he is a scorer. As that puck comes in off his stick, it's one quick little stick handle, and that one little stick handle is there to fool your defender. It baits Samberg into laying down. As soon as you make that little move, it's almost like a little fake shot. Let me show you again here. It's so quick. Whoop, bang. And he's actually looking to pass it over because as soon as he has Samberg down, he's looking to make that pass. But you know what? When you're hot, you're hot. And instead of it being a pass, it just goes directly in through Connor Hellebuyck's legs. And once again, You shouldn't have to win a game 2-1 if you're the Winnipeg Jets. I mean, that's a very hard thing to do in the playoffs. The Jets need to score more than 2. Dallas had a really good game defensively, but sometimes you feel like you got to keep these pucks out of the net. Nothing is the fault of Connor Hellebuyck on those 2 goals. It's just one of those you really wish he would steal it. Someone down there is going to be fired up about that comment. You let me know down below. And to everybody else who's been on this video from Dallas and Winnipeg, guys, I love you all. Obviously have a bias towards the Winnipeg Jets and my Winnipeg home fans, but the Dallas Stars fans have been nothing but class. St. Louis Blues fans in the last series were also fantastic. Think about supporting me here. There's a couple ways you can do it. Like the video. It's free. It's a great video. At least I think it's a good video, or I wouldn't make it. If you don't think it's a good video, well, you know, there's a button for that too. Comment down below. Love comments. It helps share it. Share it with your friends. Subscribe if you haven't already. Once again, it is free to do so. And you know what? If you're really getting a lot of value out of this and you want to go above and beyond, I have a website called Buy Me Coffee. Link is down below. It's a quick little donation. Helps keep this channel rolling. I'll reinvest everything back into videos, time, equipment, all things for you guys. Thanks so much for being here. I love each and every one of you. Winnipeg Jets pressing the comeback. And if you're a Jets fan thinking they were going to make the comeback, I don't blame you. They've done this a bunch of times this year. Thomas Harley's going to pick up this puck. He's an absolutely disgusting move here. It's Kyle Connor in on the forecheck. Take a look at this 1-2-2 from Winnipeg, but watch Harley at the bottom of your screen. Whoop! It's a little reverse to himself. The guy is absolutely slick Rick. Woo! It is Gabe Vilardi coming in against Jamie Benn. Really nice angle taken here by Vilardi. He may lose the battle, but he's able to get his stick on puck. He hounds Benn. He's faster than Benn now. He's bigger than Benn. He's outplaying Jamie Benn. Jamie Benn's captain. He's heart and soul of the team, but Gabe Vilardi, really nice play. He's able to turn this over to Mark Scheifele, and this is exactly what this line needed. Line 1 needed score. Scheifele steps in, bang, beats Jake Oettinger. And it's from here you feel like the momentum is building. The momentum is building. Winnipeg might be able to crack the dam here. They start running away with it in terms of shot totals at this point. But, you know, we get into the third period here, and there's some good signs from Connor Hellebuyck, some amazing ones. They blow a tire. This is what I mean by they're behind. It's normal. It's not normal for Dylan DeMello to blow a tire here. Here we go. This would have been a goal in the St. Louis series. Absolutely sick toe drag, but look at Connor track. Get it with the glove. Little bit of confidence there. Whoop, that's mine. Those are the kind of saves the big man needs to make in order to win this series. But then take a look at this scramble in front. Lindell saves the game. This was it. This was their best chance in front of the net. It's hack, it's slash, it's jam away. Great job by Dallas keeping this one out. It was a skate that kept it out of the net. It was a glove that kept it out of the net. It was the goalie that kept it out of the net. True team effort there from the Dallas Stars. So anytime you can win one on the road, especially in Winnipeg, that is big. Dallas does their job. There were a lot of questions answered here if you're a Winnipeg Jets fan. They played well. They out-hit. They finally got over their hangover in the second half of the game. At least I felt that way. I think this is going to be a 7-game series and hyper-competitive, bell to bell. But we really aren't going to get any clarity until they get on the road and play in Dallas. They have to go to Dallas and show that they can perform. They haven't performed in St. Louis, so that'll be the true test of Winnipeg. But before we get ahead of ourselves into Game 3, folks, the Dallas Stars have an opportunity to take Winnipeg out at the knees by winning another one. So I do think it's a must win at home for the Jets. I don't think they want to go down 2 and then have to pull it out of their backside in Dallas. But, you know, I guess we'll see. This is the healthiest both these rosters have been. You're out Morrissey, you're out Heiskanen. Besides that, everybody's got everybody else back. Robertson returns back in this game. So there's a lot of cool narratives. There's a lot of cool storylines, but I really think Dallas has an opportunity to put the old foot on the throat of the Jets in the next game, but the Jets have the opportunity to use that whiteout and come back on Friday night. I'll be at the game Friday night. If you see me, feel free to say hi. Go Jets, go. Stars fans, great to be here. I will catch you really late or maybe early in the morning Saturday with my next coverage of this video, but I will be back tomorrow night. See you guys.